I'm going to touch the button down here that has the BSM. This is blind spot monitor. See how those light up? So if you're traveling down the road and you have something that you can't see coming up alongside the vehicle, those will alert you that it's not safe to change lanes. I was in California, the right side blind spot monitor just started going crazy. I couldn't see anything. But I knew not to change lanes, and pretty soon the motorcycle came by that I couldn't see and told me why I wasn't allowed to do that. The button directly above blind spot monitor, that's there to wash your headlights. And right next to that's your traction control on and off. And then below that, this is a heated steering wheel. And it heats at the 9 and the 3 o'clock positions. So on cold Iowa morning, it's pretty nice to sit down in your heated seat, heat up your steering wheel. Kind of makes the start of the day a little more tolerable. If we come inside, there's a button that says HUD. That stands for head-up display. It was originally designed for fighter jet technology, landing on the deck of an aircraft carrier. Same idea. Right out in front of you, there's your speed. And your eyes are on the road, you don't have to look down. It's just a safer way to drive. If you look at the wheel, now this particular vehicle is not equipped with it, but if it were, right below this mode button, there'd be a little button called LKA, Lane Keep Assist. If you're traveling down the road, assuming you've got lines in the road, the car will read that. If you get a little too close to one, it'll kind of chirp at you and say, you're too close. If you have the cruise control on, it will actually steer you back into the center of the lane to keep you safe. On the other side of the wheel, we have the radar cruise button. If I engage radar cruise, it'll allow me on the dashboard to select 1 or 2 or 3 bars, depending on how far away I want to be from the vehicle in front of me. If they're speeding up and slowing down and speeding up and slowing down, rather than having to engage and re-engage the cruise control, I just set it and forget it. The car will keep its distance automatically. In conjunction with that, we have your eye monitor right here. And what that will do is it monitors if you're starting to nod off. It can read through glasses. If you're closing your eyes, bump the brakes a little, shake the wheel, just remind you this is not the time for a nap. Moving over on the dash here, this is your night vision button. And in that 12.3-inch nav screen, this will activate. Headlights have to be on, but it's a heat-seeking infrared camera. I was in Iowa in Davenport. It was very foggy. I was at an intersection and there was one of the big mercury lights, and it was creating like a curtain of light that I couldn't see beyond. But I had the night camera on and I could see the pedestrian on the other side of the street clearly. It's great if you're driving, dusk or dawn. If there's a deer that might be jumping out from the side of the road, it can alert you to the presence of those animals. On the console, see that little silver knob that's sitting there? Now that allows you to adjust the ride of the vehicle and the performance. All the way over to the left in the Echo mode, if you'll turn that knob clear over to Echo. Notice on the dash, it indicates you're in Echo mode. That's going to reduce the throttle response a little bit. So let's say if you push down to halfway, maybe the throttle only opens 35%. It kind of helps keep you driving conservatively so you don't use as much gas. It also might reduce the intensity of the heated seats, the air conditioning, just kind of tone that down a little bit. Anything that might be an energy drainer, this is going to modify it a little bit. Now, if you push on the gas and you really need it, it will bypass that. If you push down on that once, now it goes into normal mode. Now your throttle response, linear. If you turn it one click more to the right, the Sport S is now engaged. You got a little red glow up here in the dash. Now the throttle response is a little quicker, and when your gears change, they change just a little faster. If we come down just below where the silver knob is, see that little snow button? If you're in a challenging situation, snow and ice, it will actually allow the vehicle to begin moving in second gear. Reduces the torque, less chance for the wheels to slip and spin. And then you notice 2 buttons to the right of that. One is the park assist. If you get close to an object, it's going to let you know when you're getting close to help you avoid, banging into anything. And then the button next to that, there's an electrically controlled screen in the back, a sun screen. If you get the sun is low. And each window in the back both the main window and the opera window have their own versions of screens that'll come in and protect you from the sun as well.
Park assist is front and rear.
Front and rear, exactly. Yes. So that's just some of the highlights here for the inside of our GS 350. And we'll talk about, well, we do have sunroof. We have all the bells and whistles there too. I didn't even get to that.